I am here with the one and only Greg Ivory, former teammate of mine, former colleague of mine, still am. We're still buddies, still chat, still talk all the time. Doing your own thing with Winners Only on Wednesdays and now on Yahoo Sports. Greg, you want to tell us a little bit about what you're doing these days?
Yeah, man. I'm just a recently dad. I'm a recent father, so that's really what I've been doing. Putting my head down, trying to be the best dad that I can.
Great, man.
And trying to win some bets here and there. But as you say, running the brand winners only, and is over crushing content at Yahoo Sports right now. Um, but be on the lookout. More is to come.
Good.
More is to come. Stuff is up my sleeve. But yeah, I'm just trying to do my best as I can to be the best father as I can in this
Love it.
period of life.
All good, Greg. Really happy to see you. Sorry I didn't start with that, but really happy to see you. Good to see you. Always good to talk to you. I love how you're a dad. That's so awesome. I've been keeping up with you on social as well. Greg, we're gonna talk NFL draft. We're gonna talk NBA playoffs. Let's start with the NBA playoffs. You are from the Bay Area, so you know where we're going. We're going with the Warriors. The Warriors are
Do
up
it.
one. The Warriors are up 1-0 in that series. Do the Rockets scare you at all?
No, hell no. Rockets don't scare me, bro. To be honest, I'm being completely honest. I see this being either a gentleman's sweep or a sweep. The Rockets got to show up tomorrow. They got to show up tomorrow. They got to come out there and play their best game. And when I mean best game, they got to be clicking on four cylinders. Like all cylinders are clicking in order to get this W. And if they do, I still think the Warriors might do it in five. But I'm not concerned at all, man. I'm not concerned at all. The way the Rockets play, the way they played in the half court set. They really focus on their defense. I think the Warriors have, if not just as good, a better defense than them, for one, with Jimmy Butler coming over. But you have to put the ball in the basket. You have to score. And if we're looking at the roster, we already talked defense. One team has Stephen Curry.
The other one's got Dylan Brooks. You know what I mean? Like, come on now.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about the Rockets, man. I'm taking all side bets too.
Taking all side bets. I was going to tell you at DraftKings right now. I don't know your personal book, but Warriors sweep is plus 285. Warriors in five is plus 370. Have you done any bets? Like I'm sure you got Warriors to win. Have you done anything similar?
Yeah, in all honesty, I haven't been taking those type of bets. I bet them to win the series, but I parlayed that with some other stuff. Um, but in all honesty, bro, I'm getting my money game by game. Like last game, the Warriors ended up being plus money. This game, they're plus money. I think that they should win. If they don't, they might flip and be a little favorite. Oh, it depends on how the series goes, how this game goes. I say if Houston wins, I think the line might be, four-ish, three-ish back in Golden State. But if Houston loses, I think the line's gonna go up to like 7, 8 or whatever it is, back in Golden State. But yeah, man.
All good. So,
Hold up.
if the Warriors win, do you think who do you think is going to win, the Lakers or the Timberwolves?
T Wolves.
Okay, and then do you have a number on that? I mean, that first game was close a little bit, but then they just took off.
Same. I think they might get gentlemen swept too. I don't think bro, I am not a fan of the Lakers. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fan of the Lakers. Real Bay boy, you can see the hat. Not a fan of the Lakers. I don't believe in Luka Ball. I do think he's a phenomenal offensive player. I think he's a generational offensive player. But when it comes to defense, defense wins championships, and you need to play defense in this league. And Luca literally sometimes he's not even trying to play defense.
He's
So
never tried to play defense. No.
I'm not really so I can't put him in the upper echelon of players if you're not even trying to play defense. Like Steph Curry, he once was, a defensive liability, but now what did he do? He improved
Hmm?
he improved on his struggles. He improved on something that, that people targeted him for. He improved on his defense. And I think Luca, I don't know. He's gonna have to take that step, but I don't know.
He,
I'm just not a big Luca fan, bro.
yeah.
To be
Well,
honest.
he's a crybaby. He's the biggest crybaby in the world, which drives me insane, obviously. You are right. The Rocket or the Warriors are 2.5 point dogs today or tomorrow. That's crazy. Wednesday night. That's crazy. Like you said, plus money, and they were plus money game one as well, and that was like a classic '90s. Both teams were under 100 points. Defense wins championships. Draymond, Jimmy. Tell me a little bit more about game one. Was it that kind of were you looking for that kind of game?
I was looking for that kind of game, bro, but I'm kind of upset how they finished the game. Now they're champions. The Warriors are champions. They four championships in the last couple decade or decade, last decade or whatever. Oh no, actually three in the last decade, one this decade. But they're champions. You feel me? So they know how to win these games, but I'm just not happy about how that unfolded. They had a 20 plus point lead. Let the Rockets come back. Granted, they won the game, but Jimmy and Steph, they need help. They need help. They need help. One of the young guys got to step up, whether it's Moody, Podziemski, Quentin Post.
Yeah, come on now, Kaminga.
I want to see Kaminga out there, but at the same time, Kaminga has to adapt to the system. And if you think you're gonna go against the system, we've seen it time in and time out. Steve Kerr don't play. You know what I mean? He don't play. And I want to see Kaminga. I really do. And Steve Kerr hand might get pushed to play Kaminga. I don't know against this in this Houston series, but maybe in that next series, especially if we play the Timberwolves in their length and their athletic ability on the wing. So Kaminga hand might get pushed. No, Steve Kerr's hand might get pushed to play Kaminga, but yeah, man, those other guys got to step up. That's my take on the game. I just want to see the other guys step up a little bit to give Steph and Jimmy some help because that's a lot. If you go look at the box score, it's Jimmy, Steph, a little bit of Podziemski, and then
That's it. Yeah.
you know,
And I mean, Steph's 37, Jimmy's right there. Like, I mean, it's been a long season. Obviously, they've taken both those guys are super smart with their health, but it's a long season. The postseason's 2 months, and the Warriors know it's a long season too. So yeah, you definitely need more help, other than the two studs, the two Hall of Famers, pretty much. So you got Warriors beating the Rockets in that series. You got the Wolves beating the Lakers in that series. Are the Warriors gonna not, I don't know about coast, but are the Warriors gonna win the West? Like, who do you think is their the biggest hurdle for the Warriors? Is it the Oklahoma City Thunder?
I think it's a team in the East, to be honest.
So the Warriors just gonna cruise?
I think they win the West, bro. I think the Warriors win the West. I think they easily get through this second seed Houston. I think they play the T Wolves. It'll be a little bit more challenging than Houston, but I think they win it if they get the help from those other guys. I think that they can. Yeah, I think that they win it, bro. Like regardless, I think that they win it. But if they can get that help from those other guys, I think it'd be smooth sailing to the finals. And I think once they get to the finals, I'm not even worried about the Thunder. Let me step back before I get to the finals. I'm not worried about the Thunder at all.
You think
Not
they get
worried
there?
about the
You're like, who the Warriors gonna play in the West Finals?
Thunder.
You got Nuggets, Clippers, Thunder, Grizzlies.
I think the Clippers.
Okay.
I don't even think the Thunder make it past the Clippers. I think the Clippers beat the Nuggets.
Mhm.
The Clippers beat the Thunder. The Clippers play the Warriors in the Western Conference Final. Actually, bro, that's their toughest matchup in the West. In the West, the Clippers will be their toughest matchup in the West. I honestly, Matt, think the Clippers is the best team in the West. Granted, you know where I'm from. You know who I rock with. Being honest, I think the Clippers is the best team in the West. But in a 4-game series, I'm rocking with the Warriors.
That's awesome. Great. Good stuff. I'm still not. I can't doubt LeBron. I'm an old man. I do love LeBron. I do love Steph Curry. I love all the OGs. Excited to see how the Lakers respond after getting like just pounded game one. I couldn't believe that one. And then I'm not a big Rockets guy. I'm surprised the Warriors are dogs tonight. That's a nice little no, Wednesday night, 2.5 points. Plus money, Greg, plus money, Maddie, back at it again. Western Conference, never been a Thunder guy, Grizzlies, but the Clippers are going to clip. It's just I have no idea. So the Warriors and Lakers are still my teams out there. So we'll see what happens though. And then you mentioned the East. You're kind of afraid of what, the Celtics and Cavs? Who you like in the East?
Celtics.
Yeah.
I think the Celtics run through the East. and they're a good freaking team,
Oh,
bro.
they're
The
great. They're
Celtics are
great.
a really
Yeah.
good team.
I mean, they're
Um,
the champs. They're the reigning champs. They played you guys a couple years ago. I was in
yeah,
Vegas for that one. So,
and Steph Curry had help.
yeah.
Steph Curry had help that series, and if he can get help against them, maybe I like it. But also, he had multiple we had multiple sharp shooters on the court in that 2022 uh championship run. You know, we had Otto Porter, Steph Curry, yeah, obviously, Jordan Poole, Clay Thompson, all guys that were just, shooters. They're some of those guys are marksmen. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I forgot about OP and I forgot about Poole, to tell you the truth, too. I was like, yeah, Clay was there and I couldn't remember. But yeah, Otto Porter,
Yeah, Otto Porter was a
he was
real,
great.
real, real
Jordan Poole
solid
was
piece
scoring
that
30.
year.
Jordan Poole was scoring 30 back in the day, you
Oh
know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those two guys were really solid pieces in that run. Otto Porter, I don't think what he was to that team is appreciated. Like it's not talked about like it should be. He was very, very, very good for the Warriors in that season and in that playoff run for sure.
Is this the last run for the Warriors? Like how many years left for Curry? Like how many years left for this like the dynasty and Curry?
I think depending on what they do with Kaminga,
Yeah,
I think if they trade him and
they're
get
getting rid of him.
somebody else, um, I think they got a couple more years, bro. I think they got like 3 more years.
And then Curry's got 4 rings now, right? So
For
is he getting more than Michael? You're telling me he's getting more than Michael here?
I think he get his fifth this year.
Hmm?
I think he ends up more than Michael.
You're a dog for that one. But yeah, all good.
I'm
All
dead. I'm dead ass serious,
I know
bro.
you're dead ass serious.
We
I know
got
it, bro.
Jimmy Butler. If we
Yeah.
get, I'm telling you, the Warriors are one player away. It should be Kaminga, but he's not playing.
Yeah.
But if they had that one player to come and get them 17 to 20 points to go with Jimmy Butler getting the 20 to 30 points that he's getting with Stephen Curry, I'm telling you, you know who that player might be?
It was supposed to be Jordan Poole. Who do you got? Moody?
Might be Braun.
That's fine. That's fine. I would love to see him up there. I'm not a
Hey,
Luka guy, which leads me to my next question. What was your initial reaction to the Luka? Do you think it was a fake text? Did you think he got hacked? Like, we're still talking about this trade. This trade's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. What was your like initial reaction to the Luka trade?
I was in disbelief. I couldn't believe it. Like I, I could not. It was just something that I was just really in disbelief. Couldn't believe it. And then once I got my parameters, once it started to settle in. I realized that
It's
I
real.
don't know. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to look for the Lakers, in my opinion. I honestly thought for the Mavericks, I thought that they were going to be better. Not going to lie. I thought that they were going to be better. I think the injury bug
Big time.
got a hold of them,
Big time.
and it's very unfortunate. But Kyrie with AD
I know. Clay got some
and
good
Clay
role
was
players.
out there on the wing,
Yeah.
bro, that's nasty. But let's talk about it. AD has to stay on the court.
Totally.
He's so fragile, bro.
It's crazy.
He's so fragile.
It's
AD
unbelievable.
has to stay on the court. Um, but my initial reaction to the trade was I was shocked, just like everybody else, and I wonder how it works out in LA for Luka.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, game one was kind of messy. Him and LeBron are still kind of trying to figure each other out, and that's weird for LeBron. Like he's 42, he's 40, whatever. And it's like he's done trying to feel things out, dude. Like he's like sprinting sprinting through the tape here, trying to get one more ring. So I don't know, man. It was just it was a crazy trade. Um, I still can't like we said, Anthony Davis needs to stay healthy, has not stayed healthy. He even got hurt in the last game of the year. Like he was
Yeah,
out there for 20 plus. Like you can't play him 20 minutes these days. It's crazy.
yeah,
All right, we're moving over to the NFL draft. Greg, it's like later this week. You're kind of like me. We're following it, we're paying attention. We don't know all the college players or nothing like that.
yeah.
But we got like my Bears are 10th, your Niners are 11. You want a specific position. The Bears want the same thing. So, who do you want the Niners to draft and why?
I want the Niners to take a defensive lineman. I want them to take a defensive lineman because we need to get back to our roots. We need to get back to our roots. Back in, the late 2010s, early 2020s, I believe we were taking a lot of defensive linemen. And around that time, there was multiple first round picks on our defensive line that was getting to the quarterback. I'm talking about, everybody know about Nick Bosa, Arik Armstead, DeForest Buckner, Solomon Thomas.
Stud.
We had guys. We had guys that were on that roster getting to the quarterback. And I think that we need to get back to that. And by doing that, there's several defensive linemen that's going to be in the discussion around the time that the 49ers pick. I heard that they might trade up. If they do trade up, I hope they make the right decision. I also heard that they might trade back. And I think I like the latter of that. I like if they trade back, maybe get 2 first-round picks or get a first and then maybe an early second and turn that 1 pick into 2 people, then we're gelling. But some names that I like on the defensive line, obviously Abdul Carter, everybody knows about him. I don't think that they're going to get him, but he's a stud. Yep. Michael Williams out of Georgia, pretty good defensive line prospect. Walter Nolan out of Ole Miss is a decent prospect.
I don't know him, Greg. You got me on that one. I don't know him.
Oh, yeah. My guy from Ole Miss. He's a baller from Ole Miss, a defensive tackle, man. Stuffing up the middle to stop the run. That's something that the Niners were struggling with in these past couple of years. It's not like their usual Niner defense that stops the run. Then we also got Mason Graham from Michigan.
Yep.
Michigan filling up the middle as well. But I just want to see them go get a defensive lineman, maybe an offensive lineman, but usually they kind of take care of the offensive line in free agency. But maybe this might be the year we might. I don't know.
Yeah.
Go get a D lineman. Let's get that defensive line getting back to the quarterback and helping Nick Bosa out.
Yes, sir. Same way with the Bears. Bears are like, I want them to do offensive, defensive line. Nobody really knows what they're going to do. They might even, like, if Genty falls, they'll take Genty. There's a couple nice tight ends out there, so it's like this. The draft's going to be crazy. It's later this week. We've been doing a lot of content on it for work, and I'm excited for it to be over more than anything. I just want to get those guys in and just start taking off with Caleb and all that. Are you betting the NFL draft at all?
To be honest, I haven't even looked at it.
It's tough.
I'll be honest. I have not looked at it. I'm more so focused on my NBA. I've been hitting my parlays. And honestly, MLB too. Shout out to the San Francisco Giants, man. They've been leading me to victory, leading me to Greenville.
Who's your favorite player on the Giants? Is it Jung Hoo Lee?
I like Jung Hoo Lee, man.
He's great, man.
I like Elliott though.
Yep.
Elliott's my favorite. 1A is Elliott, 1B is Jung Hoo Lee.
Yeah.
I like Jung Hoo Lee. I think he's gonna be like a superstar. Yep. I think he's gonna be like the next big thing. For the Giants, and he has the market coming from Asia, and so that's just gonna help him out even the more in his stardom. So I do like him, but the reason I got ties with my boy Elliott is because his first day at Oracle Park, I was there and I interviewed him.
There you go.
And I had the mic up to his mouth. It was my Twitter picture for the longest, but I took it off. Had the mic up to his mouth. I was working for the Giants at the time, and it was just cool. It was so cool seeing him come in there, very humble, young guy, just got drafted. And he told him, I'll be here in a couple years. And he was young when he came in too. And that's what he did. He came in a couple years and he's out there balling. He was our all-star last year. Hopefully he gets back to it this year, but he's my favorite Giant.
That was my last question, Greg. Are the San Francisco Giants for real? So it sounds like you're a big fan. Like, it's a tough division, man. Dodgers, obviously, F them. Padres are nice. Giants are nice. Rockies kind of stink. There's one other team, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they've been really impressive. And the shortstop, the free agent shortstop hasn't even started hitting, right? Adames?
Yeah, he needs to go throw his bats around a couple times.
Wake him up.
Go wake them things on up. But yeah, the Giants are for real, bro. The Giants are for real. We got a decent rotation. Our bullpen is like one of the best in baseball. What Posey done this year in giving guys stability is huge because we've been playing analytic ball these last couple years with our former president of baseball operations, Farhan Zaidi. And he even had say so in making making lineup decisions, which I thought was crazy. Never heard of a front office member making lineup decisions, but he was doing that based off of analytics, and we got away from that and we got back to the roots of baseball, giving guys who are everyday caliber players, given the opportunity to go out there and play every day. That's baseball. That's what they do, and so we got back to that, and I really think that this team is solid the way it's put together. It's put together like a team that's ready to pitch, defend, and hit doubles, hit, move guys over, take the extra bag if a ball is thrown home on a single. You know what I mean? On a single, guy on second base, they throw the ball home. The guy that hit the ball goes to second. You know what I mean? Just they're scrappy. They're scrappy and they're competitive. And so I really think that this Giants team could go far this year. They can go far. Hopefully things in this division kind of shakes out in our favor. But it's a packed division.
Tough,
It's
man.
one of the best divisions in baseball.
Yeah. Cubs play the Giants in early May. I don't know if it's at your place or our place, but
No,
yeah.
it's there, and I'm actually probably gonna go.
Let's go. Hit me up. Let's go. I'll be
Yeah,
there. And Greg, you've been known to hit a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. I think we did that. Like we did that. You and Cabby and Kelly did that way back in the day. Nobody thought you could hit the 90 mile. I think it might have been 95 for all I remember, bro. And
bro, it was
I was like,
100.
what?
It was 100.
It was 100. That's what I'm saying. I was like, what is going on? You were turning on that thing.
Come on, come
Yeah,
on,
dude.
Matty
Dude.
Ice. Real ones know, man.
Yeah. 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 I couldn't believe it. I was like, wait a second. What is going on? I think it was a wood bat and everything. I would have busted that wood bat easier on that one.
Hey, real
Um,
ones know.
Back to the Niners. I want to talk about Brock Purdy. He needs a contract. Is Brock Purdy him? I'll just leave it at that. Are you going to pay him? What do do you think he's worth? 150, 200? What do you think?
That's a good question. I do think Brock Purdy's him. I think Brock Purdy's a bad mother. Sure do think he's a bad MF, Matty Ice.
Yep, yep.
But with saying that, I don't want to overpay him.
Mhm.
I don't think the Niners should overpay him. And in all honesty, bro, I seen something. Chris Sims came up with something. Was it Chris Sims or Phil Sims? I forget which one it was.
Chris. I don't think Phil's
Chris.
doing much these days. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Chris Sims came up with an article, or he came up with some commentary. And he's Kyle Shanahan's best friend.
Yeah, yeah,
They have matching tattoos. And he said something about Brock Purdy potentially getting traded,
yeah. Well, he
getting
knows.
getting a quarterback who can come and play like Aaron Rodgers,
Yep.
who can come play for a couple years and just be that mending bridge to the next quarterback.
Is that what
That
you want? You want Rodgers over Purdy in the next 2 years? All that money? I mean, because you got Kittle wants a deal, Wagner wants a deal, or it's not Warner wants a deal, excuse me. All those guys want deals, man. Purdy wants a deal.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I really think about it, Manny Ice.
Yeah.
I would strongly consider. I really would. Brock Purdy is a G. He's a legend. I called him a bad MF.
Mhm.
But Aaron Rodgers is also that. But the thing is like the game we're playing here is we're playing this salary cap game, and
Yeah.
we've seen it.
Yeah.
When you pay these quarterbacks, it limits your roster. And I think that Kyle Shanahan is such a quarterback guru. Now, don't get me wrong, bro. Brock Purdy is a franchise quarterback. You never want to give up on franchise quarterbacks. You always want to rock with your franchise quarterback. Now, my thing about Brock Purdy is that he wants to get paid a lot of money, and I don't think he has leverage, if I'm being honest. I don't think if Brock Purdy was to go test the market, he's going to see the money that he wants the 49ers to pay him. You follow me, Matty
Yeah.
Ice?
Yeah. I got you.
Everybody views Brock Purdy as this seventh round
Yeah.
scrub draft pick that, in this system, he's a system quarterback and he's just doing good. So, in my opinion, I don't think Brock Purdy really has the leverage. The leverage that Brock Purdy has is, hey, look what I've done.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And the Niners could be like, well, you done that in our system.
Yep.
And then everybody else can be like, oh, we think you didn't. Yeah, we think that you're just a system quarterback. So basically, he might not get the value that that he probably should get based off his numbers, based off of where he was drafted, the belief that everybody thinks that he's a system quarterback and that he's only thriving in Kyle Shanahan's system. So that's my thing. My thing is like if we can negotiate to get to a number to where we could at least help you out, with weapons on the defensive end and the offensive end, then we might gotta think about something else. And
He
Aaron Rodgers isn't a bad option B.
plan.
Hey, and Matty Ice, he hasn't signed with the Steelers.
No, I know. I have no idea what that guy's going to do. Nobody knows what that guy's going to do. And I didn't even think about the Niners because I heard about the Vikings quite a bit. I've heard about the Steelers quite a bit. So I haven't even thought about the Niners, where he's from, where he grew up, and he grew up the biggest Niners fan there is. So uh,
Exactly. Exactly.
I think they're going to sign Brock. You think they're going to sign Brock Purdy, right?
In my heart, I do think they're going to sign Brock
I think they're
Purdy.
going to sign him. I think they'll sign Brock Purdy. All right, Greg. Once again, here with Greg Ivory, Yahoo Sports, winners only on Wednesdays. Tell us a little bit more about winners only on Wednesdays.
Hey, y'all come check it out, man. We starting it back up this week, actually. We started back up winners only on a Wednesday. I'm on Instagram. And I want y'all picks. Y'all let me know what y'all rocking with. We come together as a family and we beat the casinos because that's what it's all about. We putting our brains together to beat those casinos because they put machines, they put databases, they put their brains, they put, even other brands. They collaborate with other casino brands to come up with lines and odds and probabilities to beat us. So why not put our brains together to beat them?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I hope you come here to Chicago. Greg Ivory, Yahoo Sports, winners only Wednesday. I'll put your socials on the page when I'm on the graphics and all that stuff. So you'll be good there. But you
Sure.
better come to Chicago. I hope you do. It's in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Have
I'm
you been to
definitely
Wrigley? Have you been to Wrigley?
never been to Wrigley,
Bro.
so I really want to go see Wrigley.
Yeah.
I want to come for multiple games too. I just don't want to come for one.
Good. Come
I
for
want
the
to,
come for the week
I
if you
want to.
can. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish it was on the weekend though.
It's a weekday. It is a weekday. It sucks. I know. Yeah, believe me, it sucks.
Yeah, so I might come in like that either this Sunday, maybe Saturday, stay maybe until Monday. I don't know. I'll figure it. I'll
I'd have
figure it
you over,
out.
but you're looking at my house right now. It's just one room. It's 350 square feet. It's all. I ain't got a mansion like you out in Vegas. Maybe I got to
No,
get back
no.
there soon, though. I got to get back there soon. And I liked Vegas. And I know some people on our team didn't really like Vegas. Some liked it. Some didn't. I liked Vegas. I didn't mind it at all. It's cheap. You know what I'm saying? Are
Yeah,
you having a good time out there?
Vegas is cool, bro. It's cool. I'm a Bay boy. I
Yeah.
love home.
Yeah.
I love home like no other, bro. But Vegas is cool, bro. I can't complain. It's cheap,
Yeah.
like you say.
That's what I'm saying,
It's
bro.
always something to do. And other than it being hot, it's
Oh my
cool.
God.
And it's also, I guess, it's not too far from home. Like
Yeah.
it's far. Don't get me wrong, it's
Mm.
far, but it's not too far. It's only a plane ride's an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Last question. What's the funniest Ochocinco story you got for us? Because you worked a lot with him back in the day.
my boy Chad, man. Oh, golly, my
You
boy.
got one
Chad.
story? What's the funniest thing you've seen him do? Anything like that off the top of your head? Or what he
Um,
was he a mentor for you at all? Did he take care of you and try to, put you on the right path and all that stuff at all?
um, Chad was the homie. Chad was the homie. I would say the funniest thing I've seen him do was just randomly go up to people and tell them that he loves them, and then their reactions when they notice who he is. That's like top 10 funniest thing that I've like seen in my life because once they realize who he is, they like freak out. Like, oh my God, I love it. Like, so that used to be funny seeing him do that.
Literally what I
At
think
the
of.
homie, we just had breakfast like a couple months ago.
That's great. That's great. I'm glad you still talk to him. You guys had a great relationship. I remember you calling him Unc back in the day and all that too. So, literally, the first thing I think about when I think of Chad is he would always just go up to people and hug them and say, "I love you," and they would be, they wouldn't know what to do, bro. They wouldn't
Yeah,
know.
they'd be like, "Wait, who the hell?" And then they
Yeah.
they notice who it was, and then they'll just like go into fan
He
mode.
would do it to people wearing Ocho Cinco jerseys, 85 jerseys all the time, and they'd be like, "Holy shit, dude, it's fucking
Yeah,
all
yeah.
good." Greg, thank you so much. We're going to keep doing this. We got a long NBA playoffs. We got NFL coming up after that too. So The Bears and Niners might play as well, but I really hope to see you in a couple weeks, man. I really appreciate your time. Greg Ivory, Winners Only Wednesday. Hit him up in the DMs. I'll put your socials on the channel here, and then Yahoo Sports as well. So thank you, man. I really appreciate it, bro.
Ice. Thanks, bro.